Okay, so you clicked on this video because you're taking a trip to the big island of Hawaii. Great! You're traveling and you picked Hawaii. How original. But you don't know anything about Hawaii. What is there to do? Where are all the good places to eat? You don't know shit. Because, well, you're uncultured. That's fine though, because I am cultured. I have been to Hawaii as proof in this video here. That's me. As you can see, I'm having some trouble with my drone right now. I just got things, so I'm not too nice with it yet. Give me a second. There we go. Check that out. Pretty sick, right? Yeah, I know. These are things to do on the big island of Hawaii. With me, Jordan. I'll be your host, and by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what you're gonna do on your trip to the Big Island. The Big Island is one of the most beautiful islands in Hawaii. There are so many things to do. The possibilities are endless. And the first thing you're gonna wanna do is obviously buy a plane ticket. Yes, Hawaii is an island, and if you want to get there, you're going to have to fly. And if you go during a global pandemic, tickets will be cheaper. You might be saying, isn't that a bit unethical? And to that, I would say, mind your own business, okay? Please, I'm begging you, just let me have this. I work all year long just to take one lousy vacation for 5 days. That's all I get, 5 days. I work 5 days a week for 51 weeks. Then once every year, I'm allowed to take one vacation so I can forget about my sad and meaningless life. So give me a break. I deserve this. I deserve to have fun. That's what Hawaii was made for, right? Hawaii was made for Americans to travel to. It's like our own personal island to have fun on. So I don't want anyone giving me shit. Okay, so the next fun thing to do is excursions. Yes, do some excursions. They're fun. And you might be thinking, hey, maybe I should ask a native Hawaiian person for some ideas on excursions. But they don't really like tourists, so just Google Big Island excursions and a bunch of shit will pop up. That's actually how I found this next thing, which is horseback riding. Yes, go horseback riding. You have to do it. It's such an amazing experience, and I'm going to be honest with you, it's uncomfortable, okay? Your butt starts to hurt and your legs get all sore. And you know what? I don't really recommend doing it at all. But I did have this funny thought about horses. Like, how long have they existed in Hawaii? How did they get there? Did they swim? Can horses even swim? Am I right? And then I saw a white Hawaiian person and I kind of had the same thought. Like, how did that happen? Probably something like that. Anyway, so the next thing I will recommend for you to do is to go into a cave. You heard it right, a cave. The big island of Hawaii has caves everywhere. They're all over the place. And they're actually not really caves. They're called lava tubes. And they're made when hot lava flows through the rocks and it creates a cave. I don't know how it works. I'm not a scientist. Don't ask me. But it's so cool. It's so cool going into caves, isn't it? You just walk down these very steep stairs. It's very dangerous. And at the end, you can see a dark cave. You can see there's no light down there. And what you do is you go deeper and deeper. And the light starts to fade away. And eventually it's completely dark. And the only light you have is from your flashlight, if you brought one. And it's terrifying. Completely and utterly terrifying. I don't know why anyone would want to go into a cave. It makes no sense. Humans aren't meant to go into caves. We're meant to be outside. And I guess my main problem with it is that it reminds me of the horrifying fact of life, which is I have no control. I have no control over anything. And at any moment, a rock can just fall on my head and kill me, and then I'd just be another dead person in a cave. I don't think I've ever felt more helpless. But I had to go. I picture of myself so I could look adventurous and cool, so I could feel like I'm worthy of being loved. Is that so bad? Don't judge me. We all do it. Okay, so this next one is another obvious one. Go swimming. I mean, come on, you're on a fucking island. Get a little wet. I don't know, get a snorkel, maybe some flippers, whatever. Find a beach if you can on this island, and just go into the water. Find a coral reef. Look at the fish. I was a little disappointed. I thought there would be more fish. You know, the reefs looked a little discolored. And there's no sand on any of the beaches. It's all lava rock. Is there sand anywhere on this island? You'd think they'd add sand to the beaches, you know, for the tourists. But this is the best I could find. It's whatever. Okay, the sand isn't as white as I wanted. The water wasn't as blue as it could be. But it's whatever, okay? You take what you can get. You know what? I don't even like the beach. What's the big deal about it anyway? It's just a place where the ocean meets the land. Whoa, big deal. It's overrated. Don't even bother. What else is there to do? I don't know. Oh yeah. Eat good food. You know, you have to eat food. What are you going to do? You're going to starve yourself to death? Of course not. You might as well make it good food, right? If you're going to eat some nachos. Whatever you want to do, whatever you want. And that's the thing about life. We're always eating. The majority of our life is spent eating and finding food. Every day it's like a new hunt for food. Hey, what are you going to eat for breakfast? Hey, what are you going to eat for lunch? Hey, what are you going to eat for dinner? That's 3 meals a day. It's like half of our life. And don't get me wrong, okay? I love good food as much as the next guy, all right? I love a good breakfast with a nice view. I love it. But good food is just a fleeting pleasure. You know, you eat the food and then it's gone. And you're left feeling empty inside. Even though you have a full stomach, you feel empty and alone. And you realize no good feeling you ever have will last. Huh. What now? What else is there to say? To be honest, I don't even know too much about Hawaii anyway. I've only been there one time. Why are you even listening to me? I have no idea what I'm talking about. I guess if I had to pick something, I'd say have fun. Yeah, have fun. Make sure you have the time of your life, because you only get 5 days out of the year to be happy, and the rest of the year you're depressed and dead inside. But once a year you get to take a vacation. Your generous employer gives you 5 whole days of vacation time. Can you believe that? So you better make it count. And try not to dread the hours until you have to come home and go back to your shitty, underpaid job, because if you don't, you might be that much closer to blowing your fucking brains out. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. Go night diving with manta rays. This is an absolute must when visiting the Big Island. Seriously, you must do this. If you don't, you're a complete fucking moron. So basically, everyone loads into this boat and they take you out to the middle of the water while the sun is setting, and you wait there until it gets dark, and then you go into the water and float on this board, and the scuba divers go to the ocean floor and they put some bright lights down there which attract plankton and in turn attract the manta rays, and you get to see these big, beautiful, majestic creatures at night being illuminated by these bright lights. It's truly a once-in-a-lifetime experience. So, yeah, you go out there, and yes, the water is very cold. You get a wetsuit, but it's still cold, doesn't really help. And then you just float there on this board thing, and then you wait.
wait. And you wait some more. But, of course, they never come. We waited and waited and they never came. And that's all I wanted, was to see some manta rays. I don't ask for much. That's all I wanted, and then I would have been happy. This whole vacation would have been worth it. I guess you just can't expect anything in this life because you'll always be let down. No matter what you do, life will always find a way to disappoint you. So don't ever expect anything because life isn't fair, it's cruel. Don't ever expect anything! Wait, it's actually not a bad idea. Don't expect anything. I kind of like the sound of that. How can you ever be disappointed if you never expected anything in the first place? Holy shit. I'm a fucking genius. That's it. That's the key to happiness. Don't expect anything. Just appreciate the current moment you're in and never expect anything. And you'll be happy. Don't expect anything. I guess the only thing you should expect is that you're going to die. And everyone you've ever loved is going to die too. Isn't that a nice thought?